He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
They'll go again to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Lavonte David in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Come back, come back.
Back to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Throwing here, Newton. It's Kelsey on the ground. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. On third down, it's Mack, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken short. The Madden Elites offense coming back on the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Newton now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Now Newton. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And this one is incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Now Watson going to sneak it, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. Second and inches, it did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, it's Jones. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Watson now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Vincent Valentine able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal.
Richmond, come back, come back.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute